Oh, goodness gracious.
Shall we go to start the session? Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining episode 14 of the ACKS Imperial Imprint actual play campaign, The Grey Brotherhood. 30 years ago, we were comrades at the West Point Wargames Club. Now we've come together again to play Adventurer Conqueror King System Imperial Imprint, or ACKS II. ACKS II is a new edition that is crowdfunding now. If you're just now joining the campaign, be sure to check the description below for a link to the Annals of the Grey Brotherhood. Anytime you need a refresher, you can just check the link in the description to review everything that's gone before. We begin in the stronghold of Turos Tem, where the Grey Brotherhood has just arrived, laden with treasure and casualties. It is dawn on the 8th of Agatellan, Imperial year 381, approximately August 2nd on our calendar.
Okay, so
friend, it is hot and partly cloudy.
So how we want to get Higlac to Sidanos as quickly as possible. Is that correct?
He's not dead, so we can take our time, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. So time is not
because he didn't die. Yeah.
Okay. There's so I'd like to. I was going to do a couple of turn some of the treasure into coin, and then Castinus and maybe Tyrannus could make a visit to the Turos Tem mage and try to offload, trade, barter as much of the monster parts that we do not have proper storage for, and see if they still have residue, and try to make a deal with him while we're here.
Okay, sounds good to me.
So I'll go ahead and roll for 3 large items. I was going to do it's a 10% for me to sell the vase.
Okay, go for it. Okay, well that definitely didn't sell.
One of the first of the brass die. That's a 25% chance.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you sold the brass die. Perfect. So for those of you watching, what's happening here is that we're using the market availability tables in ACKS II, which determine how much you can buy and sell in a market. Because Sean is a venturer, he's able to buy and sell more than other types of characters can. And so he's taking advantage of his trade networks in order to be able to sell, even though we're at a relatively remote outpost.
And then I will try to do one of the holy symbols. It's also 25%.
Got it. 09. Okay. So Priestess Jenilyn is happy to purchase the holy symbol from you. She says, of course. From a handsome young man like you, she smiles. She says, I'll be able to get married soon. All right.
Then, unless anybody's got anything else, then I think let's head and see the resident mage.
Oh, you want to go see Malin the Misshapen?
Yeah, I think that's the guy.
All right. So
what we've got is we've got 320 gold pieces worth of demonic ichor that is properly stored. Then we have another 680 gold pieces worth of demonic ichor that is not properly stored. And we have all of the possessed crab spider parts, which are not properly stored. So rather than try to make the trip, we could try to make it, we could go to him, see if the residue is still active, is still preserved. And if so, we could try to make a deal with him.
Okay.
There's also the hobgoblin teeth. Don't forget those too.
Oh, okay. Yep. There's some of those. Do you remember how many? I don't think I put those in. But anyway,
you can figure it out, I think.
Yeah, I think we got it in there somewhere. Okay, so with that, Terenius and I and I guess the group will go see the mage.
Okay, so you stroll across the fortress over to the chapter house, and the guards at the chapter house admit you in, and you follow the hallway down to Malin's chambers. Knock. There's no answer. At this point, it's about an hour after dawn.
You said it's after dark and there's no one there.
An hour after dawn.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's the morning. He isn't responding to the door.
It could be that Malin is studying his spells in the morning and may not want to be disturbed.
Yeah. That's reasonable.
Okay, so you just want to wait for him. I mean, so you're not going to plan to take out of the fort today, so wait for him to become available?
Well, in the interim, we could go give the legate an update. Try Malin like at midday.
Okay, so
why don't we leave a note for him and see?
Okay, yeah.
Well,
was there no guard at the door? Last time there was a guard.
Oh, the guard let you in already.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's good because I was worried he was dead or
No, there's a guard.
Seclusion or something. Okay.
Well, on our way back out, then I will ask the guard when does Malin usually get up and about? Have you seen him today?
The guard says, the Magister tends to be a nocturnal man. He is frequently about prowling the grounds under the moon and often does not rise till well after dawn.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, well, you'll have to come back later.
I'm back later.
All right. So you're going to go ahead to see the legate. The legate is delighted to see you. My friends, how goes your quest to rid the land of these continuous perils we've faced?
Dominus, we come to bring you an update of of our operations, and we can generally give a rundown of kobolds, hobgoblins, etc., bandits, etc., that we've encountered inside the forest, on the road, etc.
He says, "This is excellent news. Are you heading out again, or would you like to join for breakfast? Have you broken your fast yet? We're doing sweet egg omelets with honey."
No, we will. Excellent. Thank you for the offer. We will join you for breakfast.
All right. So you guys settle down. You get onto like the sleeping couches, or the dining couches, where you're like on your left arm, and you little servants give you grapes and stuff. It's good. And all right. So he makes small chat. His wife comes out and greets you all. She joins you and chats you guys up. I
do have a request for the legate.
A request? What is it?
We are headed to Saidanos and then possibly on to Sifron. Some of our party are heavily wounded and will be tended to there. I seek an official seal from you that would answer any questions of the ownership of where we have discovered any spoil within the forest. Would you provide that to us?
He looks at you and he nods and he says, "See my quartermaster and he'll provide that to you."
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. So you guys can now go check out Malin if you'd like.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, is that going to keep the Imperial Vanguard from raining in on our territory?
No, it'll prevent us from paying taxes on Imperial property.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So like if we get a chapter house, is that what you're talking about?
No. If you find treasure on Imperial property, you're supposed to pay half of it to the Empire. But nobody likes to do that. So he's getting you guys a tax exemption.
Oh, nice.
Taxes bad.
Okay, so Malin has risen. You remember, of course, Malin is hideously disfigured and misshapen and frail and slow moving. And he says, I heard you were looking for me.
Yes, Magister, we come to you with a proposal.
What is that?
We have recovered some rather remarkable components in a recent foray. With your assistance, if the magical residue still exists, maybe we could discuss a trade or a barter.
All right. He says, well, show me what you have.
Okay. So we bring out we've got demonic ichor, and then the mandibles, the leg tarsals, and the palps. And we only have 2 of the luminescent organs from the beetles.
And I tried to do a count of the hobgoblin teeth. I'm not sure. I don't have my best records on this up top. I know there's at least 12 hobgoblins. I think it might be a little bit more than that. Call it 12.
Yeah, let's call it 12. Yeah.
Okay. And he says, and what do you seek in exchange for these precious components?
Do you have any scrolls or potions or oils that might be of assistance to adventurers that you would be willing to trade, naturally to your advantage?
He says, no, I don't have any such, but I do have the formula for brewing a potion of healing. I would be happy to share that with you.
I don't think we have anybody that can do it, though.
You would need someone who has alchemy 3 ranks. So I don't know if anyone does.
Or level 5 wizard or mage, correct?
Yeah. He says, other than that, I can offer you a coin, although I do not have much. Or we can trade for other components, which we have. And he says, come with me to the workshop. So he leads you over to the magical workshop, which is about 20 foot by 15 foot. In the northwest corner, there's like a large masonry stove heated by a crackling fire. There's a brass cauldron amidst the flames. Running along the north wall, there's a long work table covered with arcane implements. You see a charcoal heated bronze athanor, a pair of glass alemics, an earthenware aludel, 3 copper retorts, a large earthenware crucible, a mortar and pestle, a pair of incense sticks, a silver censer, score of candles, and various colored inks and pigments. And then in the southwest is lined with storage shelves filled with a variety of amphora gourds, earthenware jugs, all labeled with the protective inscriptions that make them metamphora. And he kind of like squints at the labels and he says, I could trade you for powdered giant chameleon horns, wraith ectoplasm, pixie dust, flayed doppelganger hides, or hobghoul hearts.
Would Tyranius know what the value of that formula that he offered? Or would Castinus know approximately what that formulas were?
Let's see. Yeah, he would know. So it is worth yeah. All right. So the formula is worth 50 gold.
Okay. Okay. And I guess he did. Did he take a look and see if that the residue is still for our stuff? It's still active.
Yes.
A joint test.
Yes.
Joint test. Well, then this is what I think we can do is what we can do is we'll give him what we'll do is we'll just trade up for the formula. So we'll give him the luminescent organs and the mandibles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So,
right. So you guys make that trade.
Yeah, we'll just make that trade. And he wouldn't be. And then I asked him, would he be willing to make anything for us?
He says, I could do so. What do you have in mind?
Well, could you make a potion of healing for us? And we would be back in probably a week, 2 or 3.
He says, yes, I could do that. Let me see. It would be... So, potion of healing, component cost 100, material cost 500. Yes. You would need 1,000 gold pieces for the materials and resources. Do you have that much?
Would you take some of the residue in trade? Would you take half in trade and half in gold?
Of course.
Okay, that's a good deal. We'll trade him 500 gold and another 500 worth of the demonic ichor.
Okay, he says it will take me about 10 days to brew the potion.
That'll work perfectly.
Okay, great.
That's going to be something that Higlak carries with him at all times.
So basically what you're saying is, you remember how we all had to wear a personal med kit up on our, the trauma bandage? That's going to be my trauma bandage?
That's exactly what it is.
I like it.
How much healing does that do? Is it 1d6 or is it...
It's 1d6 plus 1.
1d6 plus 1.
Okay, and then 500 in, and then we still traded some of the other stuff for him. So we've also got the formula.
Okay, perfect.
Yep. Okay, and I think we are. I just got less guys. Everybody's got other stuff to do. I've got 2 commissions to make, rations, and then we can head out for Sidonos.
I figure I'm just on bed rest today while you're running around.
Yeah, yep. Higlak is lounging about,
Yep.
Okay.
So I mean, we're spending the whole day here. Is that the plan?
Yeah, and then we'll leave, and then we'll leave the phone.
We'll have to pay for lodging at the inn and all that, unless we're staying at the barracks. But I think we're living the inn life these days because we can afford it.
Yes, we want people to see that.
Yeah, you don't need to track that specifically if you can just pay it as part of your monthly cost expenses. Yeah.
Remind me, which town was our friendly unfriendly armor in? That
Sidonos.
Yeah.
Sidonos. Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
We're at Red Hawk.
Yes.
Okay, so Sean, you've used. Let's see. You talked to Malin, the legate. And you did some sales. So you've used 3 of your ancillary actions. You could do one more thing, and then you guys would need to hit the road if you want to travel today.
This was the first day or the second?
This is the first day. This is the same day.
Yeah. So then the last two things we're going to do is commission and get the letter from the quartermaster, and then we'll leave the following day.
Oh, so you don't want to? You could leave today, is what I'm saying, because it's the summer, right? So.
Oh, okay.
Right. So it'll only be noon, and it won't be sunset till after 8 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So what are you commissioning? The quartermaster gives you the paperwork.
2 horsetail, 2 holy water.
Okay.
And I'll go 4 days of standard rations.
You're purchasing.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You've commissioned with the Merchants Guild to import or commission some horsetail and holy water, and you can then head out if you'd like.
And so the way is it for commissioning? Is it the 10 times the available amount? So
it is in ACKS II slightly different than it was in ACKS I. So in ACKS I, we kind of abstracted commissioning. In ACKS II, you can commission by actually hiring someone to do the work for you, by hiring a specialist, or you can import. And so the number of items that can be imported is determined by the size of the market from which the items will be imported. The disadvantage is not immediately available. So if you say 2d6 days to import from Ciudadanos, 2d6 weeks to import from Cipheron.
Well, so then I'm not going to do the commissions because we're heading to Ciudadanos, so it would be, I assume we would be purchasing the same thing that someone would be importing.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So no commissions then.
Unless you want to, I guess you could actually ask them to import it from one of the other cities, right? So they could import from, Menikos or something.
Okay. Okay.
Yes or no?
From Zelicton. There we go.
Yeah.
So we'll use that. I'll use Zelicton as the import location.
Okay, great.
So while we're preparing to head out, Tyrannius would like to stock up on some more darts since my favorite weapon. Okay. I mean, it seems silly to just carry around 10. If it's the only thing I can throw.
May as well get more.
It's so great. Okay, so that's a good segue. So with what we just paid out for all of the henchmen, and you guys can see those calculations. So right now, not including what I just sold, those 2 items, everybody gets 591 gold.
Awesome.
And so
I'm blowing a lot of mine in Ciudadanos.
Yeah. So starting this session, I think everybody, start tracking your own expenditures and stuff like that. I'll still keep track of the party fund unless somebody else wants to do it. And but then there's also the and Jonathan, I still can't remember the distinction between, was it it's the reserve XP calculation, correct? That monthly living expenses can be part of.
No, Reserve XP is different. Reserve XP has to be money you're basically throwing away.
Sean and I were talking about the Reserve XP versus the funerals, and I was saying I plan on blowing half of my money on reserve, of my own share of the 591 on anonymous tithes to the temple, and so that'll go into my Reserve XP bucket.
So then so we're at the point now where everybody can track that separately for themselves.
Yeah.
So we're at session 14, and you finally got a payout, right?
Yay!
Yeah, I was going to ask. So far, we've kind of had it all at the party level.
Yeah.
So Tyrannus basically is like 0 plus 591.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Sean, and you set aside half that for NPCs?
Yes. So what we did for the calculation is there were 9 NPCs and there's 5 brothers.
Yep.
So what I did is everybody gets a share, and then each one of the brothers gets an additional share. Yep. And that additional share goes to the party fund. So, so for instance, if you want to know what the party fund is, take your share, multiply it by 5.
Makes total sense. So basically, you take the same amount of money as the henchmen do, but then there's also a party fund that you guys use for your overall operations.
Yes.
Makes total sense. It's a good way to do it. Yeah.
You saw that reserve XP idea. That as I understand it, that's permanent. So if I end up with 1,000 experience points saved in reserve XP, and I die, and I have 5 characters die, all 5 of them, the new rerolls will start at 1,000.
That's correct.
Experience.
It accumulates over time. That's correct.
Unlike the funeral the funeral where it's burned once and it's gone.
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. But you can do it ex ante rather than having to do it. You can do it ex post after the fact rather than having to do it in advance.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's
sort of
like it's kind of like insurance.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that's an important point to keep in mind, that you're not draining it every time you consume some, right? You're continuing to add to it over time.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And just looking through our character sheets on Foundry, it does not appear that there's anywhere to indicate how much cash you're carrying.
Put it in notes.
Yeah. And what was that total amount for each of the brothers?
591.
Thank you.
On the inventory, there's heavy items, gold pieces.
Oh, yeah. On some of you, there is. Yeah. And then you would just list it there. Yeah.
I probably doesn't put mine on the Google sheet that we've been using.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
I think we're good.
You guys are good. Okay, so it's around noon. You have plenty of time to set out today. It's a hot, partly cloudy day. August is one of the hottest months of the year and one of the rainiest here in southern Argyle. So you depart, make good time as you come. Okay.
If I recline in the ox cart, does that count as bed rest on this trip, or is it too rocky a trip for that too?
So the official rule in that regard is if you have a healer attending to you, which you do, then you can count as bed rest trips in a vehicle. If you don't have a healer attending to you to make sure you're comfortable, then it does not count as bed rest. So because you guys have Ravela and she can attend to you, you guys can count these days as bed rest days.
Nice.
So we also get the 1 day from. We get the 1 day from when you recover the ox cart, probably. I think probably not the first day, but the second day leaving the forest. So we probably have 1 day of bed rest there as well.
Let's see.
Is that just too bumpy of a road?
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah. You would have had 1 day so far. That's right. Okay. All right.
This is the first time I've heard an ox cart referred to as a vehicle, by the way.
It has wheels.
It is a vehicle.
It's true.
Okay, so you've made it about 18 miles, and at which point you have an encounter. Very exciting. So the let's see, visibility, daylight about 600 feet. Encounter distance is going to be scrubland. Okay. So.
And unfortunately, the explorer is dozing, so he can't help us evade.
Okay, no problem. So about 600 feet ahead, you guys spy south of the road near some a copse of small shrubs and trees. You spy a pair of black bears. They look to be a mated pair, one larger than the other. The female is currently kind of scrambling up the tree, trying to get at something, and the male is circling around the tree, and they seem to be on the hunt for something. So, if you stay on the road, you will come relatively close to them. Since it's hot and dry, you could, if you'd like, just circumvent to avoid. They don't seem to be taking particular notice of you so far.
It's going to treat somebody.
Yeah, I'm curious what they're chasing.
I'm just going to say, bear bad. You know, if we're gonna approach, we need to form up the front rank to defend against them.
Higlak is being very loud because he can't hear anymore.
Well,
so he's like shouting that, and all right.
I say we try to bypass.
Tyrannus is inclined to throw a thunderclap that way, but
ooh, okay.
What do you guys think?
Sure. I mean, if you think it'll run them off, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. You got two spells for you. To also try to put him to sleep.
Well, we could do that, and then we could harvest some monster parts from them.
Yeah,
that is true.
I like that idea.
Well, I'll try to put them to sleep instead of chase them away.
Okay. Well, let me see how the bears do. Bear number 1, bear number 2, rolling their saving throws. All right. So the bear on the ground falls asleep. The male just zonks out completely. And the female kind of like looks around in confusion, blinks her eyes a little bit. You guys are still sort of trotting closer. And, I guess she thinks her mate is just chilling out because she keeps rummaging around for whatever she's trying to get.
Do we have archers?
Oh,
and Nara says, should I put an arrow in him?
Everybody's an archer. Archers to the front. Let's yeah.
You have a second sleep spell if you wanted, or second slumber spell if you wanted to use it, right? Because you can do 2 per day.
It's yeah, I don't know.
But isn't it about halfway through the day already?
It's late in the day actually at this point. Yeah, it's about 6 p.m.
I'd keep it and let's go archers to the front and mow the thing down.
Yeah, we tried the peaceful solution. It only worked partway.
The advantage.
We're going to harvest the organs.
Well, you could also sell the bear to an exotic animal trainer. I mean, they're worth money.
Oh, we know Omas too. We could.
Yeah.
Well,
if they're alive, yeah.
What do you think, Castus? Do we want to try to take it alive, or should we just harvest them?
No, let's harvest it. Harvest and go.
Oh man!
Well, you know, there's a practical side of trying to take two angry bears to the market.
Right.
Do we don't have a cage on the back of this?
Yeah,
the ox cart is full of Higlak and Andros.
Yeah, I love
already.
bears.
I want to share it with an angry bear.
I'm guessing we don't have anybody who can, tame one of the bears.
No.
Not right now.
No.
All right. So as you move to within archery range, the bear catches wind of you and starts trotting down the side of the tree and starts coming towards you guys. You gonna open fire?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we will start the encounter at maximum range for your bows, which is 300 feet. And so the bear is going to take 2 rounds to get to you if it continues to run once it starts getting shot. So so everyone who's got an archer, go ahead and attack. You're at -5 because of the long range.
Okay. I'll go with Castinus first.
All right. So that's a miss.
I'm not seeing any rolls. Is that just me?
Not seeing any rolls?
Yeah.
I saw some.
Yeah, I see them.
Okay.
It's just you, yeah.
It's just
Jenna?
Jenna misses.
I'll do Scandara. Oh man, I'm refreshed. Nothing's working for me. So, if somebody else can roll Scandara, I'll be back.
Okay.
I don't mind missing the roll.
For 7
6.
points.
So,
Nice.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Scandara hit? Is that, or no, that's
Scandara did hit.
Yep.
nice.
I rolled Scandara for you.
All right. So the bear has taken 3 arrows into its hide, and it's still barreling towards you, but
so who else do we have? Is everyone in our...
The only one that I can think of is Haraeus. It's Haraeus.
Reyes doesn't have a bow.
Andravas has a bow, and he hasn't fired.
Oh, but I'm on bed rest. I can't.
Oh,
I'm
you're
on
on
one
bed
hit
rest. You can't fire yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Higlac has a bow, but also is on bed rest. So
Yeah.
Yep.
we
Okay,
need
so
to
that's
acquire
all.
some bows for Haraeus and Turok.
All right. So group outnumbering
sleep for
enemy by +5, and creature has lost. Yeah. Okay. So. All right. So that bear just pirouettes and is going to start hightailing it out of here. So you can shoot it if you'd like as it flees.
Okay. Start with Castinus. This is the second round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. 4th arrow thuds into the bear. It's wobbling as it's running now.
Okay, Jenna.
Jenna misses. She's like,
Avro goes. It looks like Avro misses.
okay. Jenna curses. Avro curses.
Scandara.
Scandara misses. Mandonio says, I will show you how it is done.
Here goes Mandonio.
Ha!
He does.
See?
Ah,
This time I have killed it exactly as I desired. Thank you all for your assistance. Okay. The bear topples over with Mandonio's arrow in its eye. He says,
Okay, let's.
Who does Mandonio work for?
He works for Castinus.
Castinus. He says, Castinus, my liege, I have a request.
What is it?
I want a bearskin cape.
Done. You shall have it.
might need to come from the male bear because the female bear is full of arrow holes.
Yeah, you'll have to do it. You'll do it from the male bear. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. He can go behead it and take the. And we've got 2 sets of butchering tools, and so I think we should be able to.
No problem. You guys get that butchered. Okay, so I'll put in the chat what you get. You get pair of bear claws. Those are 30 GP components. That times 2. Or stomachs, 50 GP components times 2. And you get what 1 bear hide worth 45.
Is there anything up the tree?
Looking up the tree, you see a very large hornet's nest. Or honeybee nest. All right, you guys going to continue onward?
Yep. We'll pick up the stuff and go.
Okay. So you cleanse the bear of its hide, take the cut open, deal with the innards, take the stomach. Takes you a bit of time, and then you guys push on. You make it about 6 more miles before the sun westers too low for safe travel to continue, and it becomes time to find a campsite. So I know your shifts. So unless there's going to be any change from those, we can.
I think it's just that Zayadana has left. I think that's the only change, right?
Okay. And then Higlak and Jonathan's character are out of commission, so we need to make sure that those holes are filled.
Oh, we actually need somebody moved on to second shift because Griffin's not there. We only have Turok and Mandonio on second shift right now. So
Mandonio and Turok look at each other, and Mandonio says, "You do not need more assistance in second shift. We are more than enough. Isn't that right, Turok?" Turok says, "Huh?"
Well, Zelicus, that's right. Zelicus is on second shift. They're good to go.
Okay, yeah. Let's take the dog on with them.
Turok says, "I like dogs."
Turok's often.
Yes, he is.
Good puppy. Turok says, "I miss our other dog."
We'll get another
one.
Inside Annals.
Okay. All right. So nothing bothers you during the evening. And so on the 9th, you awaken refreshed from restful sleep and get back on the road. It is now 9th of Agatellan. It is a hot, overcast day. So it's in the 90s. And it's got, the skies look like they might start pouring at any time. And yet, there's like that bright glare that gets diffused through clouds. Pretty unpleasant, high humidity. As you set off west on the road, it is not long until you come upon a merchant caravan. And they have about 20 wagons with accompanied by what look to be probably 40 guards on the road. And the wagons are all filled with massive casks and amphora. And you catch a whiff of alcohol in the air. So you can see them at a good distance away. They raise up their hand in civilized greeting. You guys want to approach, pass by?
Yeah, we'll approach. Well met, travelers.
Well met. Are you recently from the forts?
Yes, from Turos Tem yesterday.
Excellent. We're en route to Turos Tem, and then from there we'll be heading southward. We're resupplying the forts with beer and wine.
Beer.
Excellent. Where from?
Well, the wine is Argolian. The beer is Chrysae and Swill, but grog goes down well enough with the troops, I'm told.
We encountered some bears on the road yesterday, but nothing else of note. What about you from Sidonis?
Says it's been safe travels, not enjoying the weather though. He takes out a handkerchief and dabs his face.
Okay.
All right, give me a reaction roll there, Sean.
All right.
Nice roll. Okay. 2d6 plus 10. That's you added your charisma bonus of +2?
Yes.
Okay. And you have diplomacy, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Cool. All right. So he kind of like takes a look at you guys and sort of appraises who you are. And he says, something you might be interested in is, we heard that the Legate of Turos Are is seeking assistance in dealing with some threats to maritime trade. It's a bit up ways to the north, might be out of your way, but I think he's the sort of man that could benefit from your aid.
Interesting. Is it raiders or pirates, something like that?
Reavers is what I've heard, yes. Pirates and reavers. Very unpleasant business. I'm glad I just do the overland trade. I don't like votes.
Well, thank you for that info.
Absolutely. All right. Well met. We've still got miles to go. Okay. So you guys continue your trek westward, and as you're along this stretch of the Luswan Forest, you see there's a very large herd. Well, not very large, but there's a herd of cattle grazing on the pasture land by the sides of the road. You count about 28 cattle. You don't see any. You don't see anybody caring for them.
I think we move closer, see if we can find any sort of markings, any sort of shepherd.
Yep. They're marked. They're marked as if they have owners. It may be they're just chilling.
Okay.
You're not far from a number of small hamlets.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's not alarming that they'd be in this location. It's not like they broke out of their pen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't seem particularly alarmed. They're kind of just placidly chewing grass.
I mean, having lived a lot around fields and farms and forests, is it normal to see this, or is it more of a sign like maybe a fence got broken open and these cows wandered out and are just having fun?
It's relatively normal. It's more, do you guys feel like being assholes and stealing the peasants' cattle if no one is looking?
No.
Yeah, I'm just giving you. It's just an opportunity for greed. There's no great mystery of why there are cows near your farm.
We still have all this bear meat that we can eat. So
yeah.
All right. Okay. So, well, as it turns out, the rest of your trip is uneventful, and you make it back to Saidanos on the third day of your trip. So 8-9 on the 10th, you reach Saidanos in the evening.
Evening, you said?
Yep. Okay, now you're coming in with a big wagon, and so as you approach the gates, the city watch stops you at the entrance, and they see your wagon laden with various goods and things, and they say, "Well, you're going to need to pay duties and tolls as you enter."
Very well.
All right, so what's your total storage capacity?
It's going to, okay, so 2 are pulling the cart, so that's 100, and then 25 and 25 for each of the other 2 mules, so a total of 150.
Okay, no problem. So 150, so the toll is 1.5 gold pieces. Okay. And then he says, are you entering with any precious merchandise or common merchandise to sell?
Yes. Monster parts.
Monster parts. All right.
Although we probably won't sell them here. We'll probably move on to Cipheron. But yes, we do have monster parts.
He says, all right, then you need to pay a tariff on those. It's 20%. Now, you can pay the tariff, which is kind of expensive. You could also attempt to use your diplomacy or bribery to get this guy to let it go, which might be cheaper.
Yeah, I'm going to try to negotiate it to 10%.
All right, so let's see. So you have bribery. So if you give a day's pay for him. Now, a typical city watch makes about 12 gold a month. So that is about 4 silver pieces a day. So if you offer 4 silver pieces as a bribe, you get a +1. If you offer 3 gold pieces as a bribe, a week's pay, you get a +2. And if you offer 12 gold pieces, you get a +3. You know, the duty of 20% is pretty high. So, you know.
Yeah, I'll go with the +3, the +3 bonus.
All right, so you offer him 12 gold. All right, so you're going to get +1 for diplomacy, +3 for bribery, +2 for charisma. So 2d6 +6.
To +6?
Yep, 2d6 +6. Okay, 11. All right. So he says, I tell you what, I can call it a common merchandise and we'll just call it a 5%.
Okay.
All right. So he tallies up the value and notes it down as a monstrous amount of wheat in the ledger. Okay. So, Sean, you have the value of what you're bringing in.
Yeah. Why don't
you calculate it?
Yeah. I'll calculate that. I'm sure Higlak probably wants to move to the temple while we're doing that.
Okay. So you've made it in with about 2 hours till sunset. So if you wanted to head to the temple, you could still do so before sunset. All right. I take it that's what you're going to do, Higlak?
I'm going wherever the cart is, man.
Yes, we'll head straight to the temple.
Okay. All right. So when you get to the temple, you know, it's a 2-story structure of white marble, about 65 feet wide and 30 foot deep. Main entrance is this tall portico that faces the plaza of the Pantheon, where there are statues of all the gods. It's in close proximity to the market, so it's slow going to get there. You see, you know, various white-robed and gray-robed priestesses moving in and about, accepting sacrifices and devotions, casting spells for petitioners and things. And you're known there, so the Reverend Mother, who's the second in command, the public leader, second in command, comes out, and you know, she's about 50 years old, woman with a serene smile, and she says, "Hello, it's good to see the Grey Brotherhood again." She says, "It's good to see you again."
And Higlak will go, "Hi."
She says,
with half a face.
She says, "You seem to have taken a lot of damage."
Yes.
All right. She says, Do you want me to see if the matriarch is available?"
Yes.
All right. So she nods, smiles, and the matriarch then a little bit later comes hobbling out. She's quite elderly. You know, probably in her 70s, gaunt crone with a stooped back. She makes Ravila look young, and you can't even barely see her face from within inside her shadowed hood. And she reaches up a skeletal-like hand and touches your face, and she's like, "You look like you had half your face bitten off, boy."
Yes.
All right. So she says, "I can heal him. Have you received a donation yet, Reverend Mother?" The Reverend Mother says, "We were just about to discuss that. It's 1,250 gold pieces donation to the temple, please."
Yep, we got it.
Okay.
And, you know, I wonder, would they take the holy symbols in lieu? They might.
Yeah, you could probably give them the holy. You could give them the holy symbols.
Okay, then we will. Okay, let me do that.
Okay.
You said 1,250.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, Glock, what alignment are you?
Hang on one second. I just did something stupid. There we go. Hey, Black is neutral.
Neutral. Okay.
I worry for you, brother.
Feel like converting to being lawful before.
Higlac cannot betray his neutral nature.
Okay. Okay. So, all right. So, Higlac, you're going to get a +4 for caster level, +2 because it's being done in the temple, but you're at -3 because you've lost 2 ears and an eye, and -1 because you've already had one side effect, and another -1 because of your wisdom. So, overall, you're rolling 1d20 +1.
Okay.
Oh,
no!
All right, and give me a d6.
This is bad.
That's very bad. That was a terrible roll. Okay. So okay. So you seem fine.
Oh no.
However,
never good.
You're spiritually exhausted and will need 3 weeks of bed rest.
Okay.
All right, but that cures you. You get your 2 ears come back, your eye regrows, the scars go away on your body. You are made whole.
Well, it's running like planet for.
When these ears sprout out the sides of his head.
There's got to be more to this than just 3 weeks of bed rest. It's just going to come back later.
That hammer's going to fall.
I'm definitely feeling like JY is somewhere in this mix, just chuckling to no end, with the doom that is approaching.
All right, so you guys are inside Danos now. What did you guys want to do inside Danos?
Okay.
Well, I'm at the temple. I'm gonna if we have the gold out of my share, I'm gonna throw 360 into the coffers for Naruvus, the patron of explorers.
Okay, awesome. And that's for reserve XP?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Donations by Andravis.
Willie, I think we should go to the Tower of Knowledge and see what sort of magic items they have for sale.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad to go see what they've got.
Yeah.
Plus, I do need to start investigating and doing some research onto some spells. So, well, maybe not.
All right. Yeah, you should start doing your 1 week of study.
Yeah,
for sure.
And Raymond heads to the temple to sleep it off.
All right.
Raymond, he actually can do a safe day. He's the 1 week will be the 12th of Edgitellan. So
yeah,
okay.
So he has a free day still. He'll live it up. And Griffin will be covered either. I'm not sure about the math. It's either the 19th or the 20th of Edgitellan, but Griffin will be ready before Higlac is. So
okay.
So he'll be able to join us on our next. If we're going to Sifron, probably not Sifron, but when we leave Civilization again.
Oh, you guys are planning to go to Sifron?
We've got a lot of monster parts. I think we could sell, and also we've got the vase. And if there's other, depending on what sort of magic items we have here, we might be able to pick up something else down there too.
We should visit Torad Radok.
All right.
Well,
you guys came in. You did you did one major activity. You've done one ancillary activity. So you could go see Turok. You could go see the Tower of Knowledge if you'd like today.
Let's go see Turok today for a commission.
All right. Okay. So you make your way. You're in the temple, which is right next to the plaza of the Pantheon, where Radok Steelworks is located. So you go into his place, and he's you remember him as a 115-year-old dwarf with brown skin, black and gray hair and beard, a wide nose with an abundant amount of nose hairs, which is a mark of beauty among the dwarves. And he kush, he's hammering away. Kush, what do you want? He says.
Master Dwarf, well met.
Is it? Good to see you.
We come to seek commission for the highest quality armor.
The highest quality armor? Well, you've certainly come to the right man. What, I've lived in Sidonus too long. I'm talking like a human. What kind of armor?
Plate and what was the one Andreas was looking for?
Chain. Or we could do, because Alex is a huge fan of the Greek phalanxes, we could do the laminate linen.
Yes.
As a Gothic cap to Alex.
Yay! So laminated linen armor, and you guys are looking for masterwork -1 encumbrance or master 1?
No, the true masterwork +1 to AC.
Oh, okay. So that's pretty expensive.
It is very expensive, yeah.
Well, I could go with -1 encumbrance for mine because I'm fine with that because I'm a rear rank, and I'm also very heavy as it is. I want to stay light and going up by 1 armor class. So I'll stick with the -1 encumbrance for mine.
Okay, that's easy. That's easy then. All right.
And Tyrannus would also like to inquire on masterwork darts.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, masterwork darts. All right. So let's see.
Build up my +1 to hit with these magical items. These wonderful missiles of mine.
Okay, so all right, it'll be 650 GP for the plate armor and 80 GP for the laminate. And
what's the time period for those?
Let's see. He has a production rate of 75. It's quite a long time. It'll take him 9 months to make your custom plate armor.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, that's.
I mean, it's
a lot. Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we hold off on that one for
hold on for the laminate?
Yeah, go with the laminate one.
I mean, you could certainly get the plate armor that's made lighter for 80 gold. He can do 80 gold a month, basically. So 1 month for the laminate armor, another month for the plate if you want it.
Hey, Black, what do you think?
Let me.
And do you guys run close on your burden being on the next? I think the only reason to get a encumbrance benefit is if you're bumping up next to that being slower with everything you got.
I'm not yet, but I mean, honestly, as much damage as I seem to take, the extra +1 to AC would probably be more beneficial than the lack of encumbrance.
For sure. Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
But the one thing I will say is he's already working on a masterwork shield for me. That is,
only weighs 1/6 instead of 1 stone. Yeah. He'll be finished with that at the end of the month.
Okay. So basically, about the same time that I get done with my 3 weeks of bed rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, honestly, I would go for the +1 armor. I've got a regular set of plate. just thinking in terms of how much I seem to get hit, that would probably be more beneficial.
Okay, so you want to go ahead and commission it.
That's the gamble
that's
is
my suggestion.
If we're looking at, was it 8 months? 9 months, is that what you said? So the question is, in 9 months, will you be still wanting a masterwork plate armor? Or will you be... And I don't know. I don't know what the...
Will I be dead?
I was thinking more along the lines of, will we, at that point, have come across, magical plate armor?
But if that's the case, we have other plate wearers in the group that we can...
It'll get used. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
So that would be, I think that the additional +1 would be more valuable than reducing encumbrance for Higlath. If I'm looking at Haraeus, who also wears plate, the encumbrance isn't going to be a worry about him. And then Turok, who's wearing lamellar armor, we might want to get him just some regular plate.
Yep.
One concern of our question about if we give a henchman a magical sword, for example, and then they decide to quit the party, they take that magical sword with them, correct?
It depends. If you give them the magical sword as a gift, it increases their loyalty to you. And so there's a benefit to that. But then if they leave, they keep the gift. If, on the other hand, you just say this magic item belongs to the Grey Brotherhood and we're letting you use it, then they don't get the loyalty bonus. But if they leave, you don't lose the item.
Well, okay. That's good to know.
Okay. So, I mean, at the very least, I would say let's get Turok a just even a mundane set of plate armor would be an improvement for him.
Yep. Okay. And we'll also commission the other one, the big one.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. So 1 suit of plate armor, 1 suit of laminate armor that he'll start working on once the shield is done, and then the plate armor after that.
Yeah.
And I would also like to buy a glaive for myself.
Okay, no problem.
And does he sell arrows? Because I would like to stock up on a lot more arrows than we.
Yeah, he sells. Yeah, he sells arrows. Yeah.
Does he sell bows?
He does not sell bows. No.
Okay, we do need to acquire some bows.
I think we should buy at least.
There are people nearby who sell bows. He's really you only really need to go to him if you need to have
metal.
Yeah. Okay. So so he can also make masterwork darts, but again, it would take him some time.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's as important as getting in the queue ahead of the all the armor requests.
Okay.
So I don't know. It doesn't seem cost effective right now to have that come in months and months from now.
Yeah.
I'm leaning more towards just stocking up on darts and just having quantity over quality at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm thinking of getting a club, but I do have a staff, so maybe that's good enough. We seem to break weapons, so I might want to just buy a club.
Oh, I was actually okay. So I made a mistake and I miscalculated. I had him as a master smith. He's a grandmaster smith, so his construction rate with his team is actually higher. So give me 1 sec here.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Here comes Raymond.
Call him Flash Grandmaster.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's much better. So he can do the shield is done, actually. So the shield is already done. And then he can get the laminate leather armor done in a week. He can then, and actually like 5 days, he can then do the darts in 5 days, and then it will take him 6 weeks to do the plate.
Hey,
that's a much better time frame.
That's world changing,
right?
Yeah.
I
So you guys will do that?
Yeah.
Well, he's a grand.
Just holding out on us.
Yeah.
Holding out on us.
If you look at the tables, so depending on whether you're a journeyman, master, or grandmaster, determines your construction rate as well as how large a team of people working for you can manage. And so he he can get it done faster than I thought. So, okay, so great. So then you guys need to drop 80 and 80 and 650, so 810 gold pieces.
And then 7 for a glaive.
Oh, and then you also wanted to buy just a normal glaive. That's just straight from the equipment list. Yeah.
Yeah. And let's get. And then 4 quivers of arrows. So that's another 4 gold there.
Okay.
That's for the party.
Okay.
Because what I worry about is going through these arrows.
You want to stick it in the party stash?
Yeah, I will restock because I went through about half of one, and then put the rest in the party stash.
Alex, let me get this correct. 610 for the +1 plate armor.
810.
Oh, you said 810?
810 total. Yeah, 650 for the plate, 80 for the laminated linen armor, and 80 for the darts.
Okay.
Yeah, and that is a set of 5 darts.
Is that +1 to hit or +1 damage?
It's Willie's choice.
Okay.
Willie, what do you want? +1 to hit or +1 to damage?
+1 to hit.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to take that out of our personal gold tallies, correct?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Go ahead and do that.
So I'll take the laminate out of my tally and the glaive and the arrows. I mean, they're for the party, but I don't. Let's cut just a couple gold. I don't care.
So just point of curiosity, when we request something like Masterwork darts, does the cost of the dart come as part of that, or do we buy the darts and provide them and then he reworks them into a Masterwork?
No, it's just the flat fee listed. So it's just 80.
These are some mighty fine darts then. If you can buy plate armor for 80 or darts for 80. Just saying.
Yeah, that's fair. But if you do it as a multiplier, it creates all sort of really weird.
Oh, I know.
Where people start to use cheesy weapons because they can buy them for cheaper. So
yeah, it's not worth the headache.
Yep. It's a lot easier to just kind of be like, look, at the end of the day, you're paying for my time. And, I'm an elite craftsman, so this is what I'm going to charge you. Okay, so...
went to the lawyer's school of billing.
That's right, absolutely.
Strange coincidence there.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do you guys want to do now? Anything else tonight, or just head into the next day?
I think it's time for the next day.
Okay.
And I assume we're going to meet. Has Griffin been following orders, and is he still at the inn?
He is.
Wandered off.
Okay. Yes, so he's still at the end.
Probably driving nuts with his charming personality.
So you reached us. All right. So it's now the 11th of Agatellan. And you can spend the day inside Annals if there's anything you want to do. Otherwise, we can just kind of move the clock forward.
Let's go to the Tower of Knowledge and see what magical things we can get.
Okay, great. So you head over to the Tower of Knowledge, the Saruman Sur, and it's not a particularly tall tower here inside Annals. It's only 3 stories, but that's okay. And you are greeted, welcome, Magus. And they welcome you in Tyrenius. You have access, if you'd like, to go to the library if you'd like to start studying.
I think I will escort Castinus to do some negotiations first before I get into my studies.
Okay.
Yeah, it might lend some credibility to us having us both there.
Yeah. You guys are at the Tower of Knowledge, and speaking to the clerk on duty, and produces a ledger for you of items.
So before we get face to face with the clerk, I would have been like, Castinus, I know it's surprising that since I'm a mage, but I'm not that good with math. So what are we talking with for walking around money here? I don't want to overcommit us. What's your comfort zone?
We have got about Well, right now we're going to have around 2,000, but there's still a lot of stuff that I need to sell in town, so we might be able to bring it up to as much as 25,3.
Okay, but we don't want to necessarily blow it all at once either.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what they got. Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, so he says, are you interested primarily in potions, or are you looking for more expensive items?
Potions, scrolls, and oils.
So it's wonderful. We have many potions available. We have a potion of clairvoyance, a potion of climbing, potion of levitation, potion of valor, an oil of sharpness, and an oil of slickness.
So the oil of sharpness is the only thing that I think we could really use.
What does the potion of valor give you?
It gives you bonus fighter levels temporarily. So you fight as a 4th level fighter when you drink it.
That might be beneficial from a standpoint of cleave, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's an expensive potion though. So.
And that potion would be best spent on a henchman, honestly, because the PC fighters were, 3rd level, right? Higlak, I think, is 3rd already.
Higlak is 3rd level, and took the feat, or was it? Yeah, the ability for combat ferocity to be able to cleave an additional time. So,
yeah, so that would be better spent on like a 1st or 2nd level fighter, because making him into a 4th level fighter is a huge. Yeah. Temporarily would be huge, but sharpness is good. Clairvoyance would be good because it'll be a while before anybody can cast that, I think.
Yeah, it's a very expensive potion.
Well, how much for oil of sharpness?
He looks at the ledger and he says 1,000 gold, sir.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And that'll last an hour, right? 6 turns.
It lasts 3 turns. It'll affect 20 arrows, 2 daggers, or 1 larger weapon, and it gives it +1 to hit, +1 damage.
Magical.
That's
magical.
That's basic. That we use that when we encounter the demon. That's
right.
So that's what we do is we add 1 more magic weapon.
Right. Exactly. So you wanted that one? I mean, that might be worth 1,000 since you are being hunted by a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, unless anybody's got any objections out of the party fund, I'm going to say let's take the oil of sharpness.
Yeah.
Mandonio says, I have an objection. Mandonio thinks this should come out of Raymond's fund. Nobody else agrees. And he says, Mandonio was just joking.
Was he though? Was he?
Alex, while we're here, I would like to attempt to negotiate and trade some of the magical components that we have.
What components do you have?
All right. So remaining, we have. I've got some fire beetle eggs.
Okay.
I've got all of the bear parts.
Well, the fire beetle eggs, I think we sell to Omas, the menagerie, because those aren't spell components, right? Those are because when you looked at those, Alex made a reference to those being of interest to menagerie folks. Or there's Omas.
You could certainly offer them to the tower.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're right. You could sell them to Omas if you wanted. So, all right. What's the total GP value, Sean?
Well, and then the last one is: would they be offended if we tried to sell the demonic ichor? Would they consider? Oh, they wouldn't?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, those guys are amoral in the Tower of Knowledge.
Well, that's not entirely true. The Tower of Knowledge bans necromancy and demonology, but if you kill a demon, you can certainly make use.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so okay, then I'm going to try. So we have 320. Okay, so let's go with the demonic ichor. So we've got 320 that's properly stored, plus another 180. So if I can have them check it out, that would be 500 total for in that ichor.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll take that and as partial payment for the oil of sharpness.
Okay. And then I'll just trade. There's leg tarsals and palps from the. There's only 20 gold remaining there for those monster parts.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so then that's to the Tower of Knowledge. So that's all done. And and then we've also got another 160 in the bear parts. See, will they take those?
Yeah, they'll take up to the full 1,000.
Okay.
So are we selling all of our monster parts?
Well,
fantastic.
It looks like we're gonna offload. Okay.
Yeah.
So what we just did is we gave them 680 worth in monster parts, and so then I owe them. Was that 420 for the oil of sharpness? 320.
Okay.
Comes to mind that to Castinus, the harvesting monster parts is significantly less risky than dungeon delving. Could just go harvest some more bears.
We have the occasional auto harvest of a demon if we survive.
Very true.
It's a very lucrative trade. We just have to survive it.
I mean, little things.
I think we use the 500 GP we get from it to buy more potions.
All right.
Well, we're doing something right. If the forces of darkness are coming after us already.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So how much did you total sell in monster parts?
Okay, so there's 680 worth in monster parts to the tower, and then 320 in coin.
Okay. Got it. So is anybody still first level?
Zeodana is.
No.
Zeodana is 80. Well, short.
She's not PC.
Yeah, she's gone.
Turok is first level.
Yeah, she left.
Yeah, player characters, guys.
Oh,
player character.
Not a henchman. My bad.
Okay. All right. So you did not get any campaign XP from that sale. Very sad. Okay.
No.
Oh,
past your GP. So the way in ACKS, when you do downtime activities, based on your level of experience, you have a GP threshold. So you just sold monster parts that you would all work together to capture. So you take the value of the sale of the monster parts that you sold in the market, you divide them across, and you would get the XP for that. But it doesn't give you any XP because you're already second levels.
It's a cool mechanic.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, with those sold, you probably don't need to head to...
Well, then the last one is I'm going to try to sell the base, and inside Annals, I got a 25% chance to sell it.
Okay, go for it. How much is the base worth?
1,400.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to peel off and do some research at the Tower of Knowledge then.
Okay. So you're
before I jump into that, so there's like Castinus has there's more to sell and more to do stuff like that. So I guess let's everybody, because I can spend a couple of days just doing that. So we want to talk about downtime activities for at least for a couple of days, right?
I'm on bed rest for another 2 days.
Yep.
But some things we should also look at doing is, are we going to get more dogs?
Yes.
so we can go visit Ulmas for that. Did we end up giving so how that worked was we gave Mandonio the bear pelt, and then we don't worry about him. He handles making it into a cloak on his own. Is that how that works?
Yeah, he'll handle making into a cloak. Okay. You don't need to follow up with him.
I have one other question. So since I'm writing the Annals of the Grey Brotherhood in game, it's kind of fun being meta like that. The actual Grey Brotherhood Annals is now about 70 pages. My journal is 50 pages, so I probably should get another journal.
You need to buy another journal, yeah, totally.
Another journal.
So that's from the Curiosity Shop. I think was the point where I bought the first one.
Yeah, that's no problem. All right, so you get over to the Curiosity Shop, the Tower of Knowledge. All right, we'll roll to see if you can sell the vase. There it is. Domino's, the Curiosities dealer, says, "My friends, it happens I've just come into some gold from an amazing transaction I did with a Sumerian trader. Anyway, yes, I will take this vase."
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, that's great.
Nice.
How much does the journal cost? Is that just like 1 GP or 5?
Oh, no, it's expensive. It's paper.
I think they're like 10.
Yeah, it's in the equipment list. Do you need me to look it up?
I can find it.
Okay.
Horaeus will chime in at some point to say, "Boss, Higlak wanted to make sure to remind you that we need bows for everybody who doesn't have one."
Right. I think that's three bows.
I know Horaeus and Turok need one.
Horaeus doesn't use bows. He's a paladin.
Oh, he's paladin.
Yep.
Can I get a sling or something like that?
No, he doesn't have any weapons.
Not even like a javelin?
He can throw a javelin, yes.
Okay. Some javelins then for him, because, well, we need range capability.
Okay.
Turok, though, is a fighter, so he can use a bow.
He can use a bow, that's right.
Let's see. Was there anybody else?
Probably short bows for each. I think those are lighter. I'm about there. They're like
1/6, or 1/6, yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
surely we'll have a few extra bows, right, for when they break.
Yep.
Buy a few spares.
We currently have 4 spears in the party stash. Do we want more? Or is 4 enough?
There's a broken glaive in there too. We'll get that fixed. There's 1 gold. That costs us 1 gold piece.
Yep. Get the glaive fixed, no problem.
Oh, shall I just take that glaive since she left?
Yeah.
Actually, it was her glaive. She took it with her to go get fixed.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that was he owned that. Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
10 GP for the journal.
How much?
10.
10 for the journal.
Okay, great.
Just so you know, I've been going a little bit amok in the party stash, moving some of my stuff over there. Some stuff that I want to keep track of as being mine. I just put Andravis next to it in the name in parentheses. So like there's blanket Andravis, flint and tinder Andravis, that kind of stuff. So there's a few of those things in the party stash to keep my weight down.
Oh no, that makes good sense. Yeah.
So guys, I think where we are is I can sell the remainder of the stuff in Sidano, so we do not have to make a trip to Sifron. It'll take me a few minutes to do the calculations for what we have, because we still have to divvy it out and with the shares and everything. But so then I think what we're down to then is should we just hang out in Sidanos until Higlak is healed and then move on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd like to spend the time, at the temple in prayer, and maybe seeing if I can recruit another blade dancer.
Oh, that's right. We need another
passing through. Yeah, and I'll tithe quite a bit. You said how much of the gold?
Right now you've got 591.
591.
Yes.
But
give me a few minutes, because you're going to get some more.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But
if you want to try to find oh, sorry.
Well, so if Newton, if you wanted to role play the hiring and stuff like that, I could take a couple minutes and go through and just
yeah, sure,
come up with a new number if you guys are okay with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
we also want to try to find a bard, not necessarily to hire, but to start, singing the annal or the glories of the Grey Brotherhood as like an expert or something. Is that something we wanted to look at doing? Also.
You mean contract out of communications?
Yeah, get a specialist who happens to be a bard or a minstrel or something like that to start composing ballads of the Grey Brotherhood.
Sure.
And we also were thinking about looking at a property, but yeah, that's more Sean stuff. So
yeah, like a town crier standing on the corner singing odes to our greatness.
All right. So you guys want to try and hire henchmen, and you're looking specifically for blade dancers and bards. Is that correct?
Or is it just blade dancer? But it's whatever Raymond wants. Probably just a blade dancer.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So,
did we lose any henchmen besides Zayadana?
No. Okay. So, Raymond, it's 10 gold pieces for the first week of attempting to find anyone.
Okay.
And then, okay. So, what we're going to do, if they're not the class you want, they're just not going to show up. Okay. So we'd like,
okay,
not going to sit here and waste everyone's time with you role playing someone like you don't want to hire.
Got it. Although we have come across some interesting characters that we wound up hiring anyway, but
you have, and we can, but you guys have a huge party already, and
yeah, that's fair.
So it's up to you. First week. Okay. And is okay. Okay. So the first week has passed, and no one of the qualifications that you're looking for has presented themselves. All right. So that's 1 week. So at the end of that week, now a bunch of you could be doing some downtime activities. So during that week, Tyrannius has learned his spell.
Yay.
Okay. And then Andrabus, you've put another 7 days into learning. Oh, no, you're on bed rest, right, Andrabus? For 2 more days?
The 13th of Agedelin is my last day of bed rest, so beginning on the 14th, I'll start working on mapping.
Yep, so you get some mapping.
Continuing my mapping.
Higlak is still on bed rest. Raymond, you can continue doing military strategy if you'd like.
Yes.
Castinus is working on bargaining. Okay. All right, so we go into the second week. It's another 10 gold if you wish to continue looking, Newton.
Yes, I'll do
so. When does the second week begin? Just so I can keep track in my notes.
The 18th.
18th? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect.
Okay. All right. So no blade dancers present themselves in the second week, unfortunately, Newton, nor do any bards.
Okay. All right.
So Castinus during this time period has now gained the bargaining proficiency.
Bargaining 2.
Yep. And then Raymond, you've gained military strategy 1.
Yes.
Tyrannius closing in on healing, and Andrevis, you are closing in on mapping. Okay, cool. Let's see if anything happens to you guys while you're chilling out in town here. Probably not, but you never know. Okay, that's interesting.
Never a good sign.
It's the curse of may you live in interesting times, right?
So you guys are annoyed that one of the henchmen that approaches you, he seems to be perhaps an apprentice mage of some sort, and he comes to he approaches where you guys are in the tavern or the inn that you're staying at. And he says, "Are you the famous adventuring party, the Imperial Vanguard?" Okay.
No, we are the Grey Brotherhood.
Oh, I'm not interested then, he says, and leaves.
That's okay, we're not interested in you either. In the
second week, as you're strolling through town to go and meet with a prospective recruit, you see a bard standing on a stool on a street corner, and he is serenading passersby with songs of glory and valor. There's a crowd of about 5 people watching, tossing copper coins at him.
I guess listen in on what he's saying. What has the crowd all enraptured?
Oh, he's singing ancient songs of the Imperial War about Valerian Belisarius and the Sword of Fire.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So potentially,
that's good. That's good. That's a good lesson for the youth to internalize and for the elders to remember.
That's right. Very important lesson.
Well, I'll ask Raymond and Castinus in particular. Raymond, I don't know if I know you're interested in a blade dancer, but would a bard who loves ancient glories of Aminar be a suitable alternative?
Yes, of course. All right. I guess we approach him then.
Okay, so you approach, and do you give any coin or anything, or do you push through the crowd like he's playing? So, like, what do you do?
Yeah. Go. What would be an appropriate amount for the performance? If he's busking, would dropping 10 gold be excessive?
If you drop a gold, you'll definitely get his attention. If you drop like 20 gold, he'd probably work for you for a month. So.
All right, let's do that. 20 gold.
All right, so you shower him with gold. You make it rain like you're a blade dancer at a sacred courtesan's temple, and coin sprinkles out, and he finishes up the song, and he turns and he bows deeply to you, and he says, "Thank you so much, sir. He has a great baritone voice. He says, I really appreciate your generous donation. Do you wish me to sing songs of you?"
Yes. We are the Grey Brotherhood. We are fighting a great evil in the borderlands. And people should know, because there have been valiant members of our party, fellow brothers that have laid down their lives for the people of this land.
Yeah, he says, I would be happy to sing of your tales. Are you... well, tell me more. And he kind of sits down on a bench on the street, breaks out a water skin of some wine, and says, "Tell me everything, and I will sing songs of your tales, sir."
Okay, I'll start recounting some of it.
Okay,
going back to the origin of the party, and then and and which one of us has the is it really Androvis that has the Annals?
Yeah, so we can hand him. We can let him. We can hand him the annals he wants to flip through them or something like that. Or I can just sit there and
great. Yeah.
join.
Yeah, he flips through the annals and he starts taking notes, scribbling down ideas, writing down some ideas for key passages and hymns, and he says, I can make you into great heroes.
Thank you.
He says, well, thank you for your generous tip.
And we will we'll continue to come back with more tales of glory and sacrifice.
Where can we find you while we're in town?
He says, oh, this is my usual street corner. And then otherwise, he says, if you need me at home, I can give you my address, sir.
Well, what's your name?
Yes.
Sorry, someone was talking.
I'm asking his name. What's your name?
He says that his name is Peristo. Peristo.
We came across that name somewhere.
It's a common name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a common Nietzschean name. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. He says, some have called me Peristo the percussionist, but I prefer to not be locked down to one instrument. Okay. All right. Well, Peristo is now going to sing songs of you guys.
And I'll split the that gold donation with you. Deduct 10 from yourself, and I'll take 10.
Very good.
Oh, okay.
All right, Newton, if you want to continue searching the market, it's another 10 gold.
Yep, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. Let's see if what you're looking for shows up. Okay. And okay. Well, that's actually some good luck. All right. So in the third week, a woman approaches you.
Okay.
She comes to find you at the temple, and she is dressed in a black leather breastband, a broad black leather girdle, high boots, and an animal skin cloak, a shaggy animal skin cloak. Her hair is long and somewhat unkempt, as if she hasn't had it cut in a long time. She has a sword and a dagger hanging at her side, and around her neck she wears the holy symbol, a holy symbol of Iana, but not the one that's normally worn by most blade dancers, which is the 9-pointed star. She's wearing an alternative, which is the lion of Iana, the lioness. And she says, I am Kyria Astera, a warrior witch of Iana. I heard you were seeking one such as me for adventure.
Yes. Yes. We are a party, the Grey Brothers, and we are currently fighting dark forces, often of a spiritual nature.
I know of you. Peristo,
so
the percussionist, speaks highly of you.
That's awesome. Very well. Yes. And he is a good and faithful servant to the cause of light. Now, I see that you are wearing a sacred symbol of Iana that is unlike that of your sisters. Are you a veil dancer?
She says, no. I have taken a syncretic path in my faith and not an entirely traditional one, I fear. I hope that won't be a problem.
Well, no, it will not. For as long as you find favor with Iana and she grants you those miraculous works, then you are in good company. Then you should be in good company with us.
Okay. Well, give a roll to recruiter then.
All right. Let's.
So you get 2 dice 6 plus 2 for your charisma. If you want to add a hiring bonus or anything, you can.
Yes, I will include a hiring bonus. What are the intervals for that?
So a week
from my personal budget.
Yep. So a week would get you a +1. A month would get you a +2.
You mean a month's wage?
Yeah.
Or a month's.
A month.
And that would come out to how much?
25 gold.
And it caps out at +2.
No, you could go. You could go for a year's wage if you wanted to get for a +3.
So that would be what, 25 times 12?
Yeah, about 300. Yeah.
You know what? I got that much in the personal stash, so why not? Let's go.
Okay.
So roll. Tell you to take off the caps. Okay, roll. 2d6 plus 3. No, plus 5.
Yep, +5.
Right? Because I get it plus.
Yep.
All right. Now, you have to be valiant of heart to be with us, because we will be facing many dangers.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. She accepts with Alon, granting her a +1 bonus to her loyalty.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Nicely done.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I will transfer her over to you guys so you can see her.
That is interesting.
What's that?
So the syncretic pattern. So you said
So she has her class proficiency.
warrior witch.
Is called syncretism, and so she has replaced 4 of the spells in her repertoire with alternative spells. At first level, instead of discern evil, she has Call of the Wolf.
Okay, so if she got it. Okay, so I'm wondering if she swapped in witch spells or shaman spells.
I just told you she swapped in. They're listed on her sheet. I just moved it in. She swapped in shaman spell.
It's on the abilities. It's not on the spells.
Okay. All right. What did you say, Willie? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Sorry, it said it looks like it's listed under the syncretism abilities. It's not listed under spells.
Right. It's under abilities. Yeah, syncretism. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Cool. So then.
Right. Whoa. I think she has. Oh well. She has slightly, in some regards, better stats than Ziadana. In others,
Yeah, her strength is not too great.
That's okay, because she's pretty dexterous and she's pretty wise. So actually, we're going to prioritize her for spellcasting.
Is that a -1 to strength? I always lose track what the thresholds are. Is that -1?
Yeah, it's -1. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So while this has been happening, so starting the 11th, it's now been 2 weeks, makes it the 25th, and now we're halfway through. So it's the 28th. It's the last day of the month at this point. And there are 3 more days until Higlak can adventure. So what's been interesting is how bad the weather has been. So during the 3 weeks of downtime, it's been near constant rain, and all of the fields are muddy, and the gravel roads are essentially impassable to wheeled vehicles right now. And about half of the days have been sweltering hot and would be impossible to, very difficult to travel in. So, okay.
Well, that's good, because it means the lady below is going to have a hard. If she's back to recruiting, she's going to have a hard time getting recruits in.
She might. Indeed, she might. Okay. So, go ahead.
Real quick, because I'm taking a look at her. She's got leather armor +2. Is that the best light armor that can be had, leather? Or I thought there was one more at that does 3 AC.
No, that's medium.
No?
Yep, leather's as good as it gets.
Medium. Okay. Cool. Just thinking about maybe buying her some masterwork leather armor if it's available then.
Masterwork leather armor that would increase her AC would cost you 650 gold pieces.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think you have the funds for that.
Yeah. Not me personally. Okay. No worries. That was it. That was all I had.
Okay.
Hey, I'll give you guys a financial update. I took the 3 commissions. I went ahead and took those out of the party fund because it was easy for me to do.
Okay.
And then with everything that I sold, everybody gets an additional 190 gold pieces. So Higlak, Andrevis, and Tyranius, you don't have to pay for those commissions.
Thank you.
And after everything else, I mean, and after Higlak's healing, after half of the healing potion, after 300 and some odd for the sharpness, there's still 2734 in the party fund.
Wow, significant.
Great. That's great.
Yeah.
What was the amount to add on again, Sean?
190.
Okay.
And I took everybody's commissions out of the party fund. So if you already did those, put those back in your personal.
All right.
Commissions for the masterwork.
Exactly. It was the darts, the lamellar, and the plate.
Cool.
All right. Now, you guys had told me prior to the session that you wanted to look for property while you're here in town. Is that correct?
Yeah, I get.
Yeah.
Let's see what's available at least.
And what the prices are looking like.
Okay. Okay, great.
You said how much gold per person there, Cassis?
So everybody started off with, I believe it was 591, and then with all of the sales that I just made, everybody gets an additional 190.
90. Okay,
781 total. I'm putting it in the chat. Oh, you have it written.
All right. So you guys head over to the Merchants Guild to see if you can find some people that will give you guys property. And yeah. So the Merchants Guild is very excited to talk to you. And so the broker comes forward and he says, "My friends, Grey Brotherhood, of course. I have nothing but finest places. Do you wish to come with me? We can do a tour of what's available. Do you have a budget range you're looking at? Or are you going to be seeking financing?"
I think we're just shopping for it. We're just looking right now.
Well, let's start at the top. Yes. All right. So he leads you over to this red building. And he, fumbles with his keys and lets himself in. And he says, "This luxurious villa has 2 stories of 5,000 square feet each with a courtyard. It features masonry construction of limestone blocks mortared with cement with marble veneer under a marble tiled roof. The interior has a heated mosaic floor with frescoed and stuccoed interior walls designed to house 8 patricians and 10 support staff. In luxury, this villa is bargain at just 7,200. What is that?" He screams in terror as over the wall of the courtyard appears a Cacodemon spider.
Obviously, this place is cursed, so we'll talk about the price later while we fell this creature.
All right, so you guys are in the courtyard. I'll drop you off in there.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh!
Did this place have a tower? Did I see a tower? I'm just curious.
A tower? Here?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Oh, this is going to be fun on a fun.
So the interesting thing about the -1 stroke, actually, that won't affect her to hit. That will only affect her damage rolls.
It won't affect her damage either because she has strength of will. And
oh, she has strength of will. Oh,
yeah, so she can use her. She uses that instead. Yeah, so it's not a big deal as long as she's using one of her Blade Dancer approved weapons.
Right. Strength of faith. Yeah, strength of faith.
Wait, would Higlak be here?
Higlak is not there. That's right, because he's still on. He's still down.
Oh no, we had to kick back.
All right, and then where is? Okay, so everybody is now.
I don't see Skandara on there.
Skandara. Okay, there we go.
Everyone else, check your henchmen.
All right, let's see. I've got Horaeus and got Turok. All right, so I'm good.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay. All right, and then here is your real estate broker. He is this way. And
you know what that really does mean? We get the discount here now. For exercising
discount, or they never deal with us again.
He's got to live first, gentlemen.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Let's see. I guess it would. Yeah. Okay. So the.
Yeah, it makes sense that we truly would be in a chaotic order because we're not. We're about town. We're not be marching with vanguards or anything like that.
That's correct. You were sightseeing.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
All right.
Does it look less like the last one?
Oops. What just happened there?
Everybody disappeared.
All right.
Oh,
shit. Everybody disappeared. Okay, that was weird.
Oh, they're all back.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Let's try that again.
We dissolved into quantum uncertainty again.
Okay. So Skandara is up first.
Well, let's see. I think she can probably shoot from. Well, can she? Because we're not really bunched up. Can she shoot from where she's at?
Yeah, no one's in melee yet.
Yeah, so she'll just shoot. Because.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think she needs a reason. All right, let me find her. She. All right, here we go. It's AC 6, and this is modifiers.
AC 6. Okay, so she has struck the Deathweaver Spider Demon. So she does 1 point. Okay. All right. Her arrow puts a small crack in its chitin, but otherwise seems to have very little effect. Okay, Raymond.
Oh, and we didn't expect this, so I wasn't casting. Okay, so hold on. Where am I? I'm there, and the Caco Demon is where exactly? I'm moving these tiles around here.
Right here, Newton. Like directly.
There. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right, I will step forward. Oh, where am I? There I am. Okay. Okay, I'll step forward here, and I will go into full defense. Yep, I'll go into full defense.
Okay, well, the Spider Demon is up next, and it is going to come attack you. Okay. So it attacks you with its demonic bite. And hits AC 5, which is not enough. So would it be savage killing blow, but your full defense manages to fend it off. All right. So now it goes to Mandonio. Sorry, Aguilar and Avaro. I'm sorry, I skipped them. Avaro and Aguilar. Okay.
Well, Avaro's going to stab with his spear.
Okay, perfect.
I'm going to yell out, "Move to the flanks!"
That's not very good.
So what AC did Avaro hit? Avaro is not able to pierce its shell even from his flank. Okay. Aguilar? Aguilar's right here. What should I do, sir? He says with his high squeaky voice.
He is going to need to move up a bit to do anything useful. Can you get over behind in front of Tyrenius to protect him a little bit?
There you go.
All right.
Oh, bounces.
Oh.
Okay. Mandonio.
Mandonio will move next to Aguilar, so he'll attack from the rear.
Okay. Whoops. All right, go ahead.
And I don't think he was able to charge to do that.
No, he wasn't able to charge, no. Okay, he misses. All right, Haraeus is up.
All right. Haraeus has a giant spider in front of him, and he's going to wail on him with his sword.
Okay.
All
right, he's got a flank attack, so go ahead.
Does that add a plus?
+2.
+2. All right. I like +2s. But of course, the roll doesn't like a +2.
All right, Andrabus is up.
I'm going to move back. Let's see, how far can I can move 30 feet in fire? Or 6? Wait.
You can move 1/3 of your movement rate. So I think you're either at 90 or 60, so it'd be either 20 or 30 feet, Jonathan. I'm at under 7 stone. Okay, so then you're at 90. So you can move 30 feet.
I'll move around over here, which is 15, and then I'm going to move another 15 over to here.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot him.
All right, go ahead. So you do have -4 for precise shooting, but you have +2 for the rear, so -2.
-2. All right, add it in.
Bounces off its hide. Sorry. Okay.
All good.
Turok.
All right. Turok, unless I'm mistaken, he can only move 20.
Yep.
Okay. So Turok is going to move here.
Okay.
And attack with his glaive.
All right. Sounds good. Miss. All right. Connell screams, "Ah! Ah!" All right. Jenna Vale.
Is she engaged right now?
She is engaged, yes.
Okay. So the only thing that she could do is, well, could she fire and then?
Nope. So she cannot use a missile weapon because she's engaged. I guess she didn't have a missile weapon at the ready because she was just wandering around a house. Yeah. So she's kind of screwed. She could draw her weapon and attack, and then next round try and withdraw is her best bet. Or go into full defense so that if he attacks her by chance.
Yeah, she'll go defense.
Okay. Castinus?
I'm going to throw holy water on it.
Oh, nice. Good call. Okay. Okay, you're at close range with holy water, and you got AC. So you landed it, but not a direct hit, so it's a splash hit on it for 1d3 damage.
Okay.
Oh, what?
All right. That was me saving against the holy water splash. All right. It shakes the holy water off its chitin before it's able to do much damage.
Does it look like it did damage?
No, it doesn't. All right. Griffin Russell.
Let's see. He's probably going to wet himself. I mean,
okay.
Maybe he'll move a little bit.
Okay.
He'll let himself and then move 10 feet over here, or 15. He's not really much room for him to get in there anyway, on this side.
Yeah.
Tyrenius is confused. I thought at one point I had holy water, but I guess I don't.
Okay.
So I'm really wanting to move back a bit away.
All right, you can do that. You're not engaged by it.
Yeah. What's my penalty if I want to throw a dart at it?
Minus,
like a silver dart.
You can't. It's engaged in melee, so you don't.
Okay, so I just can't.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. Unless I'm missing something, I think I just need to get a little bit further away just to be safe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. So you back up. All right. So we go to the next round. Anybody casting a spell?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute.
And Jenna's withdrawn.
Actually,
Jenna's withdrawn.
I'm trying. And is Kyria not with us?
Is she not? I thought you guys told me that everybody was on. I asked you guys to look. All right, let me throw her down.
Yeah, and Ravila didn't go either.
Oh, okay. I see the problem. I see what the problem is. Her token name is wrong. There we go. Okay, so it's there. Okay, again, is there any spell casting?
Yes.
I think Raymond is.
Yes. No, not Raymond. Hold on. I think as a first level, Kyria can cast, can't she?
She can.
Okay. And got it. Okay, then she will do that.
Okay. So you guys have picked the spell you're casting.
Hold on. Just making sure. I just want to check something really quick.
Don't you want to do protection, Raymond?
Well, that Raymond is doing it, but it's Kyria that's going to cast something.
So Raymond is not
stay on full defense.
Not casting as holy.
No, Raymond is.
Okay.
Raymond is not. Because the holy circle. No, because that'll drop my. Actually, you know what? Raymond will cast it. Let's do it.
You will? Okay. So Raymond is casting.
Let's do it.
Tyrenius is casting.
Yeah, Raymond is casting.
Kyria. Jenna is retreating.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So Aguilar is up first.
All right. Close a couple sheets here. There I am. He's just weirded out by the spider and just can't seem to land a blow.
All right, Ravilla. Anything for Ravilla? That's you, Newton.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Ravilla will be moving up just behind, right there.
Okay, Mandonio.
Mandonio is going to move basically one step, so he has got a little bit of cover behind this bench.
Okay.
And attack with the Morning Star again.
All right. Okay. Let's see. That is a miss. Bounces off its carapace. Castinus.
Castinus is going to delay.
Castinus delaying. Kyria. Your spell goes off.
Yeah, her spell goes off. She's casting Bane Rune on her weapons.
Okay.
On her
Bane Rune versus Keiko Demons.
Versus Keiko Demons, yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Just for reference, you didn't update the Bane Rune spell to include that new category of creature.
It should be listed as incarnations.
Incarnations. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. Got it.
Yep. Okay. So yeah. Raymond, you're up.
Holy Circle goes off. Boom.
Okay. Holy Circle is now protecting you. Turok is up.
Yep. And Holy Circle is a 10-foot radius. Everybody within it gets an additional +1 to saves and +1 to AC.
Okay.
Yep.
Within a 10-foot radius.
Yep. All
right. Turok's going to smack it with his glaive.
Okay.
Come on. All right. Turok's going to miss with his glaive.
All right. Tyrenius?
Tyrenius is going to cast Mage Missile at it.
Okay.
Nice.
D4 plus 1.
Nice.
Every round.
All right, 3 points. That definitely hurts. So because you're an air elementalist, your mage missiles are miniature lightning bolts. So you raise out your hand, and the spirits of the wind send lightning smashing into the creature. Okay, awesome. Skandara?
Now I can run, correct? While I'm not directly engaged. So she's going to run, and she's at 5. She's under 5 stones. So I'm sorry. Oh no, she isn't. She's just over. Okay, so she's going to run 90 feet. So she's going to run kind of around, circle back. So that's 10.
If you're going to run in a straight line, you have to run in a straight line. Otherwise,
you have to run in a straight line. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you can do a double move though, Jonathan. So it's just
okay. Yeah, double move. My idea is I want to get as close to behind it as possible to line myself up for a backstab next round.
Yep, got it. Okay, perfect. You're lined up for a backstab. Okay, Jenna.
Jenna is going to move circuitously and come into the circle right behind Raymond, like this.
No problem. Yep. All right, Haraeus.
Haraeus is going to stab this thing with a short sword.
All right.
And he's got a flank bonus of +2. And yeah, okay.
Wow. Wow, guys. That's
yeah, the hits don't keep coming.
Yep, you guys, Steeman is definitely being problematic for you here. Okay. So
just keep us well, the Tower of Knowledge is going to wonder what's up with the steady flow of demon hiker. Oh my gosh. Come on, guys. Come on.
That's actually not a bad thing because,
right?
I mean, that's worth some money. So that's putting a smile on the fact that they're constantly attacking us.
And it'll be good for a week after this.
Oh, gosh.
Cannot. I can still withdraw, take an action of the name, does not action, take command actions. Okay, got it. All right, so Haraeus, Avro, you're up.
Okay, Avro was trying to decide if he should throw his holy water, but I think he's going to stab with the spear again.
Makes sense. Nope.
Oh.
Okay. All right, Androvus.
I'm going to shoot. I think I still have one more turn before I can ambush, correct? Because this is my first round. I was in its line of sight, and I moved out and shot from the flank.
Right.
And now I've spent the whole round out of this line of sight, but this one doesn't count, correct?
Let's see. Ambush. The rules here have been updated a couple times, so I just want to make sure that we are using the... All right. Can ambush an opponent engaged by an ally provided he was not in the opponent's line of sight at any point within the prior or current round. So he cannot yet ambush.
So -2.
The next round he can. Yeah. Not quite. Okay. All right. Well, the Deathweaver Spider attacks Turok. This is his only opponent he can attack right now.
Oh,
he hits Turok and does 24 points of damage.
It's a lot of numbers.
Wait a minute. Hold on, because the quick AC 14. Oh yeah. That's really high.
Yeah. I mean, I hang on one sec. Blocks enchanted creatures from entering its area of effect. Not make attacks on creatures within the circle with their natural weapons. Expires if the caster or any protected creature makes an attack against, casts a spell on, or tries to force. Okay, so Turok
didn't attack yet, did he?
Turok hasn't attacked yet. Okay, so in that case, then the spider will ready its action to attack if the barrier goes down.
Okay. I'm sorry. I mistracked exactly what just happened here. Did Turok just get nailed or not?
No, Turok did act. No. Turok was at 6. Turok attacked.
Yes, Turok did attack and missed.
Okay, so then he did attack, so he's vulnerable. All right, so Turok just took 24 points of damage and is reduced to -18. He also needs to make a saving throw versus paralysis, please.
But doesn't he get, what was the bonus for that, Newton, on saving throws?
+1.
+1. Okay. Mm-hmm. So he'll go ahead and roll that saving throw.
He makes a save. Okay, so he's only at -18 rather than being paralyzed as well. But anyway,
only at -18.
Sadly, the spider cannot cleave. I guess actually it could. What it could do is could move up to there, advance 5 feet, and then it's got. Let's see, and then it can. Yes, so it can go for Jenna. Jenna's in the circle. That's right. Okay. All right. That's no good. So then let's see. And he's not engaging me because he's in the circle. She's not engaging me. He's in the circle. So I guess when I move 5 feet, I will turn to face you guys. And I will attack Haraeus. He's a paladin. We don't like paladins.
And I think you have to drop the circle. Because he's gonna destroy the entire party because he can't get to you, and you're the one who can best defend himself. I don't know. He's gonna go through all the softies. I can't hear you, Newton. I think you're talking.
All right.
The alternative is create a wall, and then pepper him with ranged weapons.
All right, so Haraeus would have been hit, but he is within 10 feet of Newton. So +1, and he gives him +1 AC, so he's at 9 rather than 8. So he gets barely missed because of the holy circle.
All right.
Okay.
And when it comes his turn, can he attack without?
No, if you attack. Oh, shit. You know what? I couldn't even. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. I need to draw the holy circle 1 sec here. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. So it's a 10-foot radius around you, Newton. Yeah. 10-foot radius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So then that means, so you, so let me go back a sec here. All right. So it was here, and then it was in the circle, but he broke the circle, and then it could advance 5 feet, but it can't advance into the circle because it's supposed to. So it's just staying where it is. Okay. It's fine. All right. It's fine. Okay. Connell continues to scream. Griffin rustles up.
Well, Griffin Russell has decided he has a spear.
Okay.
And so, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the strategy is now. I mean, the only strategies I can think of is Newton drop the circle because everyone else is going to die.
So it's either that or we pepper the demon with ranged attacks with whoever's shooting standing behind me or anybody else who casts a holy circle.
I guess in that case, not knowing what else to do, he will advance.
Okay.
How far can he? He can go 30 feet. Let's see. He can go 20 feet. Wait. I'm sorry. I have trouble with encumber sometimes. He is up to 10, so he can go 20 feet per round. Is that correct?
That's right. So he can go to there.
Well, I'm thinking of actually getting him inside the circle and then not fighting. Like here?
Yeah, you can do that. 5, 10, 15. Well, no, you'd be on top of Haraeus. So you could do a double move and you get in there. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, he'll do that.
Okay. He's in the circle.
Yeah.
All right. So we had one person who was delaying. Do you want to take your action? You were delaying?
Yeah, Castinus is going to pull Turok out of the well, let's see. Where is
Turok is here. So you'd go to here and grab his body.
Yeah.
All right. So you've grabbed Turok's body. Yep. Okay. Next round. Anybody casting spells?
I'm continuing to concentrate on mine.
Don't have to declare it. Okay, good. Raymond, you're up at 7.
So can someone explain this concept of the protection circle here? Are we trying to get inside it because there's some benefit from the spider?
Yeah, it can't attack you. It can't attack you as long as you guys stay in the circle.
Unless we attack it, correct?
Unless you attack it, that's right.
So the idea is to get behind. So if you get on the west side, so it can't get past Griffin and it can't get past Raymond, for example. So if you get over here, then it can't get to you because they're blocking the way, I think is the strategy that Newton was talking about.
It's a possibility.
Okay, well, it's Raymond's turn. So what is Raymond doing? Newton, we can't hear you. You're muted again.
We're holding. I'm holding for the time being.
All right, so you're delaying. Okay, Avaro.
Delaying, yep.
Avaro.
Avaro may consider running to the other side and then shooting him. He's been very unsuccessful so far with his...
Does he have precise shooting?
Well, no, he doesn't.
He can't shoot into melee.
If he gets to where your cursor is there, can he stab with his spear? The demon can't reach him, but he can reach the demon.
He can. He breaks the circle, though.
He already has, right? Didn't he already attack him?
He attacked him last turn. Last round.
So the Holy Circle's barrier expires if the caster or any protected creature makes an attack against, casts a spell, or tries to force the barrier against a block creature. So if he attacks, it drops the barrier for him.
Yeah, I don't want to be in there and then do that.
Oh, wow. Okay. I did not understand that.
He's going to stay there and he's going to stab again. He's got to provide cover for Tyrenius, who moves last in this sequence.
Okay, so he's holding. Andravis, then?
Oh, he's stabbing.
Stabbing, sorry. Misheard you.
No, he's not very well, though.
Not very well. Okay, Andravis?
I am going to scooch to get kind of where it can't reach me. So I'm going to scooch over here.
If you scooch there, you won't be able to backstab it.
How about here?
You'll have a pillar in the way.
Oh, that's a pillar. Okay. Well, there's enough people here. I'll stay where I'm at, or roughly where I'm at, and okay. I will shoot a silver arrow at it.
All right. So you're at 0-0. So +4 -4.
Okay.
Boom! There's the hit. Okay, and you
that was a silver arrow.
You do an additional D6 damage. Oh, okay.
Shoot that silver arrow.
That was a really good hit. That arrow penetrated deep into its thorax, and demonic ichor spurts out gorily. Okay. So we now go to 6, and it is the Deathweaver Spider Demon, which has declared a fighting withdrawal. And so it can move and ignore everyone who is currently engaging it. So it goes to there. And then it will go to, let's see, so those 10, 20. You just heard it pretty bad, actually. I
need to win the initiative next round.
I think it's going to come eat you, Jonathan, and it's going to attack you.
We can withdraw and attack in the same round?
Yeah, if it's a fighting withdrawal, not a retreat, yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, I should have one more AC because I got my new armor. So
okay.
I'm at AC 4. I'm gonna die. Okay.
Yes, you definitely went down 20 points.
So many dice.
So you are dropped to negative 11. Okay.
Who got dropped?
Jonathan.
I did.
All right. And I guess it will now make a 5-foot step and cleave onto Aguilar from behind.
No.
So it got 2 actions. It got the...
Oh!
Dude, you gotta stop doing this to us.
All right. Aguilar drops to negative 7. Savage. Just savage. All right. And so...
Then you've got to go on full defense and drop the Holy Circle.
Yeah.
We're all dead.
Yep.
You've got
All
to.
right.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're going to go for Kyria.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh.
Kyria is down savagely with negative 15.
My brain is not completely working right now. I mean, I'm in a little bit of shock.
Plus 3.
Oh, no.
Oh, savage.